Gas stations are full. Restaurants are crowded. The stock market is rising. News channels keep saying the economy is strong, so why does almost everyone feel broke? Why are millions of people working harder, but saving less? Why does one emergency suddenly destroy an entire month's budget? And why are rich people getting richer while the middle class slowly disappears? Tonight, we're exposing the uncomfortable truth about the modern economy. Because the economy may look normal, but something is very wrong. Welcome back to Wealth Flow *, the channel where we uncover the hidden truths about money, wealth, business, and the global economy. If you want to understand how money really works before everyone else does, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Because the next few years could financially change millions of lives. Part 1. The big illusion. On the surface, everything seems okay. People are still shopping. Airports are crowded. Concerts are sold out. Social media is full of luxury lifestyles. But beneath the surface, millions of people are quietly struggling. And the scary part? Most governments and media outlets don't want to admit how serious this problem has become. Because technically, the economy is growing. GDP numbers look positive. Unemployment numbers appear stable. Corporate profits are rising. But average people? They're drowning. And this is happening across the world. Part 2. Why people feel poorer. The first reason is simple: inflation. Over the last few years, prices exploded. Food became expensive. Rent increased. Electricity bills jumped. Insurance costs rose. Education became harder to afford. But salaries? They didn't rise fast enough. This means people are losing purchasing power every single year. Even if someone gets a small raise, inflation quietly eats it away. That's why many people feel stuck. They work harder, yet somehow fall further behind. Part 3. The hidden tax. Inflation is sometimes called the hidden tax, because unlike normal taxes, people barely notice it happening in real time. Imagine this. A few years ago, $100 could fill your grocery cart. Today, that same money buys half as much. Your money didn't disappear overnight. It slowly lost value. And most people never adjusted their financial strategy. That's why savings accounts are becoming dangerous. If inflation is higher than your savings interest rate, you are silently losing money every year. Part 4. Credit card trap. Now here's where things become even more dangerous. Since living costs exploded, people started relying on debt. Credit cards. Buy now pay later apps. Personal loans. At first, it feels manageable. But slowly, interest payments start consuming income. Millions of families are now trapped in a cycle where they borrow money to survive, then work just to pay interest. And this system benefits banks enormously. The more financially stressed society becomes, the more profitable debt becomes. Part 5. Social media is lying to you. One reason the economy looks healthy is social media. People only show highlights. Luxury vacations. Expensive restaurants. Designer clothes. New cars. But behind the scenes, many people are financing lifestyles they cannot truly afford. A large percentage of luxury spending today is happening through debt. In other words, people are trying to look rich while becoming financially weaker. Part 6. The disappearing middle class. This is the biggest economic shift happening right now. The middle class is shrinking. Years ago, a normal job could support a house, a car, children, vacations, savings. Today, many families with two incomes still struggle. Housing prices exploded faster than wages. Healthcare costs skyrocketed. Education became expensive. And younger generations are entering adulthood already financially behind. Part 7. Why the rich keep winning. Now you may wonder, if everyone is struggling, why are wealthy people becoming richer? The answer is assets. Rich people don't rely only on salaries. They own real estate, businesses, stocks, investments. When inflation rises, asset prices often rise too. Meanwhile, average workers mostly depend on fixed income. So while the cost of living increases, their income stays relatively limited. Part 8. Money printing changed everything. After major global crises, governments printed enormous amounts of money. Trillions of dollars entered the financial system. At first, this seemed helpful. Markets recovered quickly. Businesses survived. People received support. But there was a hidden consequence. When too much money enters the system, the value of money itself weakens. That's one major reason prices surged worldwide. And now ordinary people are paying the price. Part 9. Why economic numbers can be misleading. Here's something most people don't realize. A strong economy on paper doesn't always mean people are financially healthy. For example, if people spend more money because prices double, GDP can still rise. If millions take second jobs, employment numbers may look strong. If companies make record profits by raising prices, stock markets can rise. But none of that automatically means life improved for average families. Part 10. The stress economy. We are now living in what many experts call a stress economy. People are exhausted. They constantly worry about bills, rent, food prices, medical emergencies, job security. Even middle-income families often live paycheck to paycheck. And this creates a dangerous psychological effect. People stop planning long-term. Instead of building wealth, they focus only on survival. Part 11. The biggest financial divide in history. One of the biggest wealth gaps in modern history is forming right now. Those who own assets are growing wealthier. Those who depend only on wages are struggling more each year. This divide affects everything: opportunities, education, housing, retirement, freedom. And unless people learn financial skills, the gap may become even larger over the next decade. Part 12. AI and the future of jobs. And there's another major problem approaching fast: artificial intelligence. AI is already replacing certain jobs. Automation is reducing labor needs. Companies are becoming more efficient with fewer workers. This doesn't mean all jobs disappear. But it does mean competition may become much harder. People who adapt financially and professionally could survive. Those who ignore change may struggle badly. Part 13. What smart people are doing now. So what are financially smart people doing right now? They are learning financial literacy, reducing unnecessary debt, building multiple income streams, investing carefully, improving skills, creating businesses, preparing for uncertainty. Because they understand one important truth: the old economic system is changing. Part 14. Why this matters to you. This video is not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Because many people still believe everything will somehow return to normal, but history shows economies evolve constantly. And the people who survive financially are usually the ones who adapt early. Part 15. The most important lesson. The biggest lesson from today's economy is this: looking wealthy and being wealthy are completely different things. Many people chase appearances. But true financial strength means low debt, strong savings, useful skills, smart investments, long-term thinking. That's what creates real fear. So yes, the economy may look fine on the surface, but millions of people secretly feel financial pressure every single day. And the next few years may separate those who understand money from those who don't. The question is, which side will you be on? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to *WealthFlow* and turn on notifications for more deep insights about money, wealth, investing, and the future economy. And comment below. Do you think the economy is actually healthy, or are we living inside a financial illusion? Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video. Disclaimer. This video is created for educational and informational purposes only. The content shared on WealthFlow is based on publicly available information, personal opinions, and general economic discussions. It should not be considered financial, investment, legal, or professional advice. Investing and financial decisions involve risk, and viewers should always do their own research or consult a qualified professional before making any financial decisions. WealthFlow does not guarantee any financial outcomes or profits. Some visuals, examples, and scenarios in this video may be dramatized for storytelling and educational purposes.